Hey, what up, y'all? It's your boy Scoob, and welcome to Spider's Diecast. So, thank you all for being here with me this evening. So, anyway, got this on the table. This is my Mercedes 540K from Hot Wheels, one of the older castings, that was around when I was a kid. One that I pretty much really liked a lot. Spin that around. So anyway, been done with this about a month and a half ago. Posted it on Halloween on Instagram. That was pretty much my deadline for that. In the meantime, I was working on the finishing touches, but I did enough of those. I felt like to post it, but it took me a lot longer to do a video on this for YouTube. Been kind of busy. Been people that been needing me left and right, including my mom. She been going through some things, but anyway, her birthday was, the other day, just the other day. She turned 65, and then about a week and a half ago, it was my sister's birthday, my older sister's birthday. She turned 46. So anyway, a lot of birthdays to catch up on. A lot of family things to work out. So anyway, kind of, gotten that out the way so I can, finally, do this. So anyway, I kind of, done, kind of sprayed like a chameleon color on it. Something, that was real cheap, on the low. I had gotten some better, chameleon, powder in. I wish I could have used that. Could have waited, to use that. But anyway, it's not too bad once you get it in the right light. Just give me a second. Just unscrewing this my flash bulb off of my phone. See, it's like a bluish, like a blue, and then turns purple in the light. Yeah, pretty nifty, I'd say. Just, giving off a few angles on this light for y'all. So there, that's pretty much it for that. And then I threw some white walls on it that I ordered from eBay. Took a while for them to get here, but hey, better late than never, right? Just screwing on that, that light. But anyway, did the little trimmings, that it's supposed to have, Didn't want to do too much with this, Headlights, tail lights. Did a black wash on the grill. Turn that off. That turntable. Still got to fit these wheels, so it won't slide out like that. But anyway, I can, fix that later on. But yeah, was thinking about adding one of those European license plates, one of those old school ones. Yeah, printing one of those out. Some of those. But that can wait, because I've been wanting to chrome this out anyway, to polish these bumpers, chrome those out. So yeah, that's gonna be in the works as well. Oh yeah, here's another thing I did. Yeah, what I did was added another top to it. So yeah, this is what it looks like. That was what it looked like with the top up, of obviously, but this is what it looks like with the top down. So that's what I did right there. And oh yeah, I forgot to show you some before and after pictures. This is what I started with. Yeah, actually had this your car for a while, for like the past, I don't know, 13, 14 years or so. It's been a while. Had one as a kid, like I said earlier in the video. Wanted another one, maybe for customs. This was the best chance to do it, of course, since it was still in pretty good enough shape. And this was the work in progress right there. While I was working on the top, and voila, here it is. I could probably perfect it a little bit more on my next tops, but for the first time, yeah, it's not bad, not too shabby. Actually, pretty classy, pretty neat. So yeah, it looks like it's supposed to be like the real thing. Oh yeah, there's a picture of the real thing. Yeah, the guy had to borrow a picture, but anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, here's a little look at the interior. I threw a little wood grain in there. It has an ivory steering wheel. That's why it's white. Wood grain on the dash, like I mentioned. The gauges. A little brown interior with some. I tried to use some use like a dark purple, but it comes up a little bit lighter on the screen. On the phone. With my light on, with my torch light on there. But yeah, it's a darker purple actually. And then there's some more wood grain for the finishing touches on the door panels. I wanted to add like some door handles, and then the window cranked, but I just add that later. But that wood grain came out perfect. So yeah, kind of pat myself on the back on that wood. So anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to show y'all. So I just want to thank you all for watching. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a long time coming to do this video, but hopefully it was worth the wait. Gonna give y'all a little last hit, of that Chameleon before I go. So yeah, looking really nice. I can't wait to use the rest of my Chameleon powders. Got them in all different colors. So yeah. I don't know when I might do another one of these 30s cars, but yeah. After, I got done with this, I'm kind of, wanting to do a few more. Especially since I got more a lot more of these white walls. So anyway, that's that. Ooh. Excuse me, y'all. So that's that. I got a few more projects on the table, working on those. So anyway, I'm going to get my butt on out of here. And I'm going to see y'all good folks later. All right. Yeah, and check this car out on Instagram if you're able. So yeah. Anyway, I'm out. All right, y'all. Have a good one.